As we're here this evening trying to get bright hope for tomorrow, I want to give you encouragement from one of the passages of Scripture that has meant the most to me in my life. It's Psalm 25, and we all have those passages of Scripture that have just ministered to us and that have become close friends over the years. And Psalm 25 is one of those for me. In Psalm 25, starting in verse 16 and going to verse 17, it says, "Turn to me and be gracious to me, for I am alone and afflicted. The distresses of my heart increase. Bring me out of my sufferings." It is a passage of Scripture that teaches us about what to do when we're alone and afflicted. It tells us to appeal to the Lord, to His grace when we're alone and afflicted. Right now, many of us are struggling with isolation and the solitude of being quarantined. But we can do what David does. We can appeal to the Lord's grace, who is present with us in our hour of need and who can be with us and is with us when we are alone and afflicted. It talks about, Psalm 25 does, a season when the distresses of our heart increase. It's not a time when things are getting easier and better. It's a time when they're getting harder and more difficult. He's honest about that. And he says, the distresses of my heart increase. Bring me out of my sufferings. And so he's teaching us to pray and to ask God for His grace to end the difficulty. And so on this Friday evening, as we look towards bright hope, not just for tomorrow, but for the weekend, we can pray. We can ask, Lord, would you bring us out of our sufferings? Would you end our difficulties? Would you consider this lonely, hard season and bring it to an end? We can ask God to do that, and we can have confidence in how He will answer. And I hope that gives you some encouragement until we're together again.